Alright, so considering summer is unfortunately going to be ending in like 2 days, I decided it was a good time to do a compilation of all the movies that I have seen this summer. I think it's going to be like maybe five of them. All of them that I've seen this summer that I really enjoyed. So yeah, let's start off the list with Barbarian, most recent to come out. Would not be one that you would think of as a summer movie, right? But technically it did still hit that mark for coming out in the summertime, so that's why it's on this list. But I think it was more trying to hit that Halloween relevancy, right? Because it's kind of come out right in the middle between fall and summer. But anyway, I really enjoyed this one. Although I will say I don't think the concept of it is all that unique. I think it's more of two movies mashed together. It's Don't Breathe, if you've seen that, mixed with The Descent, if you've seen that. So another complaint that I will say, though, even though that's not really a complaint because it's all still really well done, really quality, and I did enjoy it. But the main character, the main chick, she's making really smart decisions at the start of the movie, but towards the end she starts to do things that kind of you have to, I don't know, just turn your brain off a little bit because you're watching and you're like, okay, she's not actually going to do that, right? She's not the kind of person that would do that, and she does, just to keep the plot going. And also there'll be probably minor spoilers to just if you just hate spoilers, then I wouldn't watch this video. But so yeah, and then also the monster in this, I wish they had have kept it more grounded in reality, because there's a realistic way to do this. So they made the monster in this like super strong and durable, because it's mutated, right? It's been inbred or whatever. And I would have preferred for them to make multiple like normal, not like super strong mutants, and done it that way, because I just you just have to again suspend your disbelief, turn off your brain to think that one person inbreeding could actually make you like that strong or whatever. I don't think it could. So those are my two complaints with it. But I really did enjoy the characters because they're not what they seem, initially. Like the main dude at the start, how he seems like, okay, he's creepy, untrustworthy. Turns out to be trustworthy. This one guy who's accused of rape, the more you get to know him throughout the movie, you're like, okay, no, at first he's not a rapist, probably, just being falsely accused. And then you get to the end and you're like, yeah, this dude's definitely like probably raped that chick, right? So yeah, I could go for a sequel to this too. I could go for a part two. I do think there's more to give, and I could definitely see a part two for this one. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Barbarian, and then next we have Nope. Everybody was talking about this one, right? Nope. So I really did enjoy this one as well. I think the characters were good. Keke Palmer, lots of charisma. Everybody talked about that. And her contrast with the main guy. What's his name? Daniel Kaluuya, right? I'm gonna forget his name, and his name's right in front of me. Nice contrast with Daniel Kaluuya. Stephen Yeun, big fan of him from Walking Dead. And I liked his backstory and all of that, how it was set up. And the way Jordan Peele movies all have an overarching meaning, behind them. You have that here. But what I really did enjoy, again, that makes kind of Jordan Peele's unique take, is the way they have the monster, the alien. Is such a unique take on an alien, to have it be like an organic living thing. Like the ship, there's no little aliens inside of the ship. The ship is the alien itself, I think that's such a cool, unique concept. And also the way, Keke Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya were like horse trainers, animal trainers. So they just handled the alien like a trainer. My only complaint with that, though, is that I wish that they had have kept more up with like how that works, because there were times when they were looking at it and it wasn't, or they were doing things like that would make it want to attack at one point, and then they later on it wasn't making it want to attack. There was inconsistencies there with the way the way the alien worked. Or again, maybe I just didn't understand some parts, but no, I think that they were inconsistent, or sometimes they would learn how stuff works, but they were just doing it anyway. Like at one point, I think Daniel Kaluuya just kind of sacrifices himself just because, I get why the one director guy sacrificed himself, but Daniel Kaluuya at one point does it. I'm just like, okay, it's kind of pointless, right? But yeah, overall, really enjoyed that unique concept on the alien and the characters, and yeah, just the Western kind of theme of it. You know, Western, aliens. Westerns and aliens just go together for some reason, right? So, yeah, I really enjoyed that with this. So I give that one an 8 out of 10 as well. Might be a popular number. All of these on the list might be 8 out of 10. Okay, and then next we have... this one may not be for everybody. I will admit I am a little bit of a sucker for survival movies, right? But this is Fall. Yes, survival movies are a guilty pleasure of mine. And there's a lot of bad ones out there. A lot of bad ones. A lot of them out there. A lot of them are not so good, unfortunately. However, this is a good one. You know, what would make them bad ones to me are like The Shallows, for instance. For The Shallows, you know, it's solid up until the end. Blake Lively is fucking jumping a shark, you know, and just shoving dynamite down its throat and shit like that. You know, and maybe that didn't exactly happen, but pretty much, you know. Just ridiculous, over-the-top stuff out of realism. And this one does stick to the realism pretty good. My complaint is this main chick right here, the blonde chick. She's super fucking annoying, like so fucking annoying. I can't even stand it. However, you will get satisfied. She does get what she deserves, right? Because yeah, she's just agging this chick on, like, oh, come on, go up a tower. Don't be a fucking put. No, you're stupid. You know, you're stupid to do this in the first place. She's just insufferable, I think is the word. Yeah, it's got Jeffrey Dean Morgan in it, which is great. Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, even though he was only in there for a little bit. Let's see. And they do have lots of smart ways. Like, you're thinking, how much could they actually do or come up with to do on a tower, you know? And they do come up with a lot to do on a tower. They fill out the movie an hour and 30 minutes, you know? So yeah, I give them points for that, you know, realistic shit, and just different things to keep it interesting that they have to deal with. They're not just fucking sitting up there waiting to get rescued for the entire movie, right? Yeah, and some really, really gruesome, one gruesome thing towards the end of it. You'll know it whenever you see it. But it was smart, you know, the characters are smart in this too, or at least the main chick is, right? Not the blonde chick, fuck her. Yeah, I would love to just watch her fall. Yeah. So anyway, let's see, next one is RRR. Everybody, all the big reviewers have been talking about this one, so I checked it out. And I will say it is one of the most unique movie experiences you'll probably ever have, right? What I want it's a very Indian movie, right? I had no idea that Indian movies were like this. Obviously, it's an Indian movie, but I'm sure the Indian people, is that right? Is that messed up to say? No, Indian people? I'm sure they watch our American movies and are so fucking bored, because if this is how they do things in their movies, it's one of those things where it's like, why wouldn't you do movies super over the top like what they do here? Because it's a movie and you can, right? So they do. And yeah, I wouldn't want every movie I watch to be like this, but for this one, yeah, it was a unique experience. Yeah, likable characters, and I'm just so surprised that something that is this nonsensical was enjoyable to me. But it's also, I don't know, not grounded, but just also got a heartwarming story to it too, and you just really enjoyed the characters. I would have such a hard time describing this one. All I can say is watch it. If you don't like it, you know, it is what it is. But it's just definitely something unique that I would say everybody should at least try, just to see if it's for them. It is one of my complaints about this one, though. It is fucking super long, though. It's like 3 hours. It probably took me 2 or 3 days just to get through it. Not because I was like having a hard time watching it, but just because I don't know. I just had to stop and do other shit, you know. So yeah, it is a long one. But yeah, it's effects and everything super well crafted, though. Like, yeah, I imagine this movie cost so much money to make. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to describe. All right, and then next, is this one last? Next, yeah, last is Orphan First Kill. This one was great. This one had I don't think I gave ratings on the other two. Yeah, I'll just say 8 out of 10 for Fall. And RRR, another 8 out of 10. My rating system is being lazy today. Okay, Orphan, same movie as the first one. All I can say is they do a awesome twist here, right? On top of the already twist that because they had the twist in the first one, right, where you figure out, oh, it's actually a grown woman, you know. So they can't do that again. I mean, they could just tell you, okay, here's a sequel, same story as the first one, but different. But or same story as the first one, but just a little bit different. But no, they give you another awesome twist in this one. But it's an awesome twist, and yeah, something that you'd probably definitely run into, likely, if you were doing what she's doing, trying to pose into families with missing kids. So that's my summer movie list. I'm sure there was more good ones that came out. I probably either talked about them on the channel or just did not see them. So that's my top 5. Let me know good summer movies that you saw. Also, additionally, any content that you want from the channel, because I do primarily do Walking Dead stuff, you know. But Walking Dead's not on right now. We're going to be doing Chucky this fall time. Lots of fall time stuff, you know, coming up. But if there's anything specific, yeah, just let me know, and I'll look into doing it. So, yeah, alright. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.